Come closer to the fire.
The fire does not argue.
Listen, the flames remember.
The fire does not argue. It does not choose sides. It only asks one thing: what are you building on?
Because every house stands tall on calm days. It is the storm that tells the truth. There is an old teaching: some build their house on stone, some build it on sand. Both look strong until the rain falls.
The difference is not seen in sunshine, only when the river rises, only when the wind remembers its strength.
A house on sand is not evil. It simply trusted what could not hold weight. Stone is slow, stone is dull, stone does not impress crowds, but stone holds.
Sand is fast, sand is convenient, sand shifts to please every step, but it cannot promise tomorrow.
Civilizations are built the same way, not on words, but on foundations. A nation is not tested by success, it is tested by weather, by sickness, by hunger, by fear, by loss.
When illness comes, does help arrive or a bill?
When work is done honestly, does dignity follow or exhaustion alone? If the sick fall first, the ground is sand. If the poor are swept away, the ground is sand. If survival has a price tag, the ground was never stone.
Pain does not check bank accounts. Hunger does not ask for documents. A child cries the same in every language.
Yet the world prices lives differently. Not by need, but by worth assigned. Some names are spoken every hour, echoed across screens and rooms. But what of the names never printed?
What of the chair still empty at the table?
I don't know.
What of the phone that stopped ringing?
It's gone silent. History does not only forget people, sometimes it erases them quietly. If a person works unseen, pays unseen, suffers unseen, does that make them invisible or convenient? Gold rises upward like smoke. Debt falls downward like rain. The ones with least shelter stand beneath the cloud.
They call it economics. But when wealth flows up forever and pain flows down forever, that is not balance.
If those with more give less by design, the nation borrows from itself. If it borrows with interest, the future is mortgaged. Why is abundance forgiven while poverty is disciplined? Why must the many tighten belts so the few may loosen theirs?
They say it is complicated, yet fairness is simple. Those with more carry more, those with less are protected. That is how families survive winter.
When fairness is called radical, you are standing on sand. Power loves distraction, a scandal here, a spectacle there, while behind the curtain the vault empties upward.
Money itself is not evil. But when money becomes the measure of worth, people become numbers, and numbers disappear easily.
The dead do not vanish, only the records do. Some do not light the fire, they only sell the matches. Some do not light the fire, they only sell the matches.
And when flames rise, they ask, who could have known?
Smoke always reaches the ceiling last. This is not hatred, this is refusal.
Not liking injustice is not hate, it is love protecting itself.
Hatred devours the heart, truth does not. Anger burns fast and leaves ash. Anger burns fast and leaves ash.
Love burns slow, love asks questions, love stays awake.
You can oppose the fire without becoming it. A man who hates loses himself. A man who cares sets boundaries. The storm is not punishment.
It is a question.
What did we build on? Stone does not shout. Stone does not trend. Stone simply holds.
Healthcare is stone, compassion is stone, fair contribution is stone. Healthcare is stone, compassion is stone, fair contribution is stone.
Not because they are cheap, but because they endure. When the winds rise, and they all
Only the foundations remain.
And when history listens by the fire, it will not ask who ruled. It will ask who cared.
Who shared the load.
Who chose stone over sand. If the world moves faster every year, why does wisdom still walk? And who decided speed was the same as direction?
Why do people speak constantly yet feel unheard? And when noise fills every space, where does reflection go?
If we're surrounded by information, why does confusion grow? And when answers are everywhere, why does clarity feel rare? If fear spreads instantly, why does understanding take time? And who profits from urgency?
If calm is mocked as weakness, who benefits from chaos? And why does peace never trend?
If outrage appears daily, is it discovery or design? And why are we encouraged to react before we think? If people are divided by ideas, who taught them to forget their shared needs? And when lines are drawn, who holds the pen?
If empathy is selective, is it compassion or convenience? And what happens when caring becomes conditional?
If everyone demands truth, why do so few sit with uncertainty? And does conviction replace understanding? If comfort is sold as freedom, what was taken in exchange? And when convenience rules, what quietly disappears?
If distraction numbs pain, does it heal or delay? And how long can avoidance masquerade as peace?
If we escape into screens, what are we afraid to face? And when reflection stops, who are we becoming? When fire warms the hands, is it because it obeys us or because we respect it?
If fire can destroy and protect, what decides which one it becomes?
And if the same flame burns us all, why do some people hoard the warmth? If a man sells you water, should we ask who poisoned the well?
And if thirst is profitable, does healing become bad business?
Why does generosity feel rare when kindness costs nothing? If the world grows richer, why does hunger still walk freely? And when someone gives quietly, why is it never reported? If morality needs witnesses, is it morality at all?
If doing right depends on reward, what happens when no one is watching?
Would honesty survive if it earned nothing? If money disappears tomorrow, what remains of a man?
Would compassion vanish with it, or finally breathe again?
Why do people protect gold more fiercely than each other? If power is taken by force, does it truly
wearing armor?
Why are gentle hands mocked until the world begins to burn? If every human bleeds the same, who taught us separation?
Equality threatens order. What kind of order was it?
Why are labels louder than lived behavior?
If lies repeat often enough, do they become shelter?
If truth must shout to survive, was it ever truth? And when noise fills the sky, how does wisdom speak?
If panic spreads instantly, why does patience take generations?
If fear travels faster than love, who paid for the transport?
If anger is constantly fed, is someone farming it?
If people are told who to hate, who benefits from obedience? Why do monuments rise while kindness remains invisible?
If builders are forgotten, why are destroyers famous?
If history is written by winners, where are the caretakers remembered? If builders are forgotten, raise while kindness remains invisible. If a person returns lost money, does that make them rich?
Or does wealth begin where greed ends?
Why does integrity surprise us when it should be normal? If a hand feeds strangers daily, does belief matter at all?
If service asks no questions, why do humans ask so many?
Could goodness exist without permission? If the fire is shared, does anyone grow colder?
If warmth multiplies when divided, why do we cling?
Who taught us scarcity in a world of enough? If leadership refuses service, what does it actually lead?
If authority lacks compassion, and
why do people obey voices that never lift a hand? If a society forgets empathy, does it still deserve memory?
if progress ignores the vulnerable, who is it progressing?
Why are the loudest systems often the most fragile? If the past was buried deliberately, what were they trying to save? And if ruin speaks silently, are we listening yet? If disaster comes again, will wealth protect anyone?
Or will only community remain?
When everything burns, what do we carry? If morashing in direct fire, it was compassion.
Is it the true inheritance?
And when morning and night share one sky, what kind of human will rise?